Hey guys, today I did a look that is very summery. I love it so much. It's a kind of like an aqua teal with corally orange in the crease, using some brown to make it look extremely wearable. Don't be afraid of color. Don't be afraid of bright colors or putting strange colors together that you wouldn't think would be wearable on your face. But it actually is if you do it a certain way. That is what I like to do. I love color, I love all that, but day to day, I do like wearing more wearable things, but you can definitely make colors like this wearable, and I will show you how. I use two of my favorite things right now. This color that I'm obsessed with in the Paris palette, this teal shade called Orsay. That's my main kind of thing. And then I use this palette as promised, the Aurora by Dior, this shade. And what's funny is that this is a very simple look, like seriously very simple. Oh, and I used the brown in here too. So simple, it looks like it would be complicated, but it's not. I promised you guys that I would do a look with this. This isn't really like a look that you could use just with this. I will do another one like that soon. That is like a more, summery, everyday type of thing. Hope that y'all enjoy it, and if you want to see exactly how to do it step by step, then keep watching. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a white base or a really light color. If you have darker skin tone, you don't have to use like such a bright white. You can use something that's more of like a light beige or something. This is the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. I used to use this all the time for eyeshadow tutorials and stuff, and I just haven't in a while, so it's fun. And I'm using an E25 by Sigma to blend that out. Alright, then I'm going to take a really pretty bright teal. And the one that I'm going to use is this Orsay color from the Paris palette right there. I'm applying that with an E60 brush. You can see how that really kind of applies really nicely with this brush. And put that everywhere that you applied the white. Even in this little area that you swept underneath your eye. Just about halfway in. This is kind of a trick for highlighting up underneath your eyebrow. Just use a little bit, not too much. I know that looks terrifying. And then just lightly blend it out with that same brush. You'll get a really soft effect. You shouldn't see the white. It should just look like it's kind of blending down softly. Alright, perfect. So now we're going to move on to the other colors. I'm going to use this Dior Aurora palette, and I'm going to use this brown. I'm going to get that on a more precise crease brush. This is an E45 rather than something like this that would get it all over the place. I just want this brown to be, right along a certain area, and I'm using this brown as I said. Start right at the corner, make like a little V shape, work it up into your outer crease, kind of overlapping the color a little bit. We'll blend it all in a little bit. Don't worry about it looking unblended. It's supposed to be like that for now. The next, you can use that same brush, or you can get one that's a little more precise. I'm using this E20 by Sigma, and connect that color to the lower lash line on this outer corner. For that area in between, you can use the same brush that you blended with and just kind of go back and forth. That brightens it up a little bit. Alright, now for the orange part that kind of is the other defining aspect of the look besides the teal. I'm going to take this brush that I just showed you, this E40, because we are wanting to kind of apply the color to a more, it's kind of more like blown out. If you want, before you apply the color, you can blend just a little bit around that brown. And you can see there's a little bit of color left over from before. I'm going to get this orange shade that's in the palette. Get some on the brush, tap off the extra a little bit, and then just kind of stamp it along your crease, and then start going back and forth. Along the brown, along the teal, and you want to bring it all the way in. Take a larger brush, or you can even take that same brush that's clean, or whatever you want to use for blending. And I like to kind of go around the color right in between the brow highlight and that orange. Take it down just a little bit so that it's not so like orange and white, so that it's more soft looking. Alright, now we're going to apply our eyeliner. I want to use a really dark black. For that, I'm using the L'Oreal Carbon Black Liner Intense. Apply a line just to your upper lash line only. Keeping it thinner as you reach the inner corner. Then when you get to the outer corner, you just want to barely flick it upward. You don't want a huge wing because obviously the focus on the look is the color of the eyeshadow. You don't want too much going on. But you just want it to barely slant upward. Like I said, not a dramatic wing, just a little. For your lower lash line, you don't have to do anything, but I do want to line my waterline just to make the look even more intense and a little more defined. I'm going to use the Stubborn Brown by MAC, just so that it's not so, stark, so there's not like a black line right there. It just kind of darkens everything up, pulls everything together. So any brown that you want to use. For my lashes, I'm using my Armani Eyes to Kill mascara, which I desperately need another one of. It's drying out a bit. A little on your lower lashes. And the eyes are done. If you want to see how I completed the look, blush colors, lip color and everything, then keep watching. Alright, so for my lips, it was very simple. I went ahead and did that. I haven't done my blush yet, but I will show you that. I didn't want to do anything super bright or anything that was going to compete too much with your eyes because you don't want it to look too blah. That'd be fine if you did, but I'm just saying. I like to kind of balance it out. But I used this color, which is actually pretty bright by MAC. It's a really bright coral called Real Sexy, and it's very pretty. And then over that, I used sort of like a golden shade to kind of tone it down a little bit right in the center of my lip. I used this by NYX. It's the Plump It Up. Is that right? Yeah, Pump It Up Lip Plumper. And Angelina. It's really pretty, and it's kind of like this tannish, frosted golden color. Frosted tan. Frosted tan. I put that right in the middle, and it kind of still kept the coral look, but it toned it down a little bit so everything wasn't so neon. I did use a bronzer, and I used this one, the Pro Longwear bronzing powder called Nude on Board by MAC. And this is part of that new collection, the Hey Sailor, that I reviewed a couple videos back if you want to check that out. It's really good stuff. And then coincidentally for my cheeks, I'm also going to use a blush that I have been loving from that collection called Fleet Fast. If you don't have this, I think it may be sold out online, but I know that you can still get them in the stores because I've seen them just yesterday. I saw a lot of them. But yeah, it's more sold out online, I guess. But if you don't have this, the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes have a color that's exactly the same called Blissful. It's very, very similar. And I'm just going to use an F40 brush by Sigma. And that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you won't be afraid of using these type of colors. I am the most wearable color person. I like to wear stuff like that. But it's really not about the shades themselves, it's about how you do it. You can definitely make any look, make a statement, but still have it be wearable. So I hope that y'all will try this out and use this method because I love it and it's very summery and very fun. So I hope that y'all enjoyed it, and I will talk to y'all very soon. Bye!